Welcome back for another session of Make Your Horse Thirsty. This week we're going to talk about the growth mindset. If you're familiar with the work of Carol Dweck, then you're familiar with the growth mindset. Dweck argues that people have one of two mindsets. We either have a growth mindset or we have a fixed mindset. Now, the person with the growth mindset tends to believe that they can learn. When they face a failure, when they face a setback, they reflect upon what they can do differently to get a better result next time. What do I have to practice more at? What do I have to study more? How can I make adjustments? And then they go back, they try again with their adjustments, and they do a little bit better. Now, the person with the fixed mindset, they believe that they're born, and all people are born, with innate abilities. Either you can do it or you can't do it. There's no in between when you have a fixed mindset. Your intelligence, your talent at any sport or any activity is all something that you're born with. Now, when you have the fixed mindset, it doesn't make sense to practice. It doesn't make sense to try to be good at something because you either can do it or you can't. There is no trying, there is no practicing, there is no getting better. It would be a waste of time to practice because it's impossible to improve upon. Now, when you have the fixed mindset, you accomplish far more in life than when you have the growth mindset. You see, people with the growth mindset, even if they're born with that innate ability to do something, they're absolutely exceptional at it the first time they try, they're still not going to accomplish their full potential. Because without that practice, there's going to be a level of ability beyond what they were born with that they could accomplish, but they never will because they're never going to practice and push themselves to go beyond what they're currently capable of. Whereas a person with a fixed mindset has unlimited potential as to what they can accomplish, as to what they can succeed in, because they believe they're capable of doing anything they put the time and effort into learning. And because of that belief, they're eventually going to catch up with the person that has that natural ability. They're eventually going to accomplish whatever goal they set for themselves. So our goal as correctional educators needs to be to guide our students towards the growth mindset. You see, many of our students are going to have a fixed mindset. It's not uncommon for them to believe they have to come to prison. It's just an inevitable part of their life. Or they can't earn a GED. They're just not the type of person that earns their GED. And because of these stories they tell themselves, because of this fixed mindset that they just don't have what it takes, they don't put forth the effort to find out what they truly are capable of. Now, one thing that we've seen within our system is students that earn their GED tend to have a significantly reduced rate of recidivism. And I believe the reason for this reduction in recidivism is that we break an impossible story for them. We turn them towards that growth mindset. They don't think that they can earn their GED, and so they don't try. But we work with them, we guide them towards that growth mindset. We get them to a point where they put forth a little bit of effort, see a little bit of success, and eventually earn that GED. And once they're holding that diploma in their hands, they can no longer tell themselves they're not the type of person that does it. That's not possible for them. And because we've broken that impossible story for the student, they then start to wonder what other stories are they telling themselves that they believe to be impossible, but perhaps they can break that impossible story just as they broke the story of the GED. And so then they're more willing to try when they get released. They're more willing to persevere when they face those setbacks that they're inevitably going to face. So what we need to do with our students is we need to guide them towards the growth mindset. And we do that in the way in which we interact with our students. Instead of affirming the accomplishments, we affirm the effort that led to the accomplishment. Hey, you passed this test. You must have studied really hard. You know, I did see you bringing books home every day. I did see you carrying around that piece of paper that you were studying. I did see that effort, And that's what paid off to get you to this point. When we affirm that effort, when we give them that positive affirmation for trying, they're more likely to try and put forth an effort because they know whether they succeed or fail, as long as they try to put forth the effort, they're going to get that affirmation that they want. Whereas when we only affirm the accomplishment, they're not necessarily going to focus on something that might be challenging, something that they might not be able to do. They're going to look for things they can accomplish that they know they can accomplish. They're not going to stretch because if they stretch and they fail, they might not get that affirmation they're looking for. So we have to focus on affirming the effort rather than affirming the accomplishment if we want our students to move towards that growth mindset. The more we can get them to engage in practice, the more we can get them to study, the more we can coach them after failures to let them know that the most important thing is to pick yourself up, make some adjustments, and try again, the more likely they are to succeed upon release because they are going to face setbacks in release. And if they don't have a growth mindset, they're going to return to us. I'm Blaine Cronrath.
I'm Jim Mahler.
Until next time, continue to make your horse thirsty.